Okay, I want to go through how the professional tailors tie a knot in the end of a hand-sewn needle. This is a very, very old trick to tying a knot, and if you've ever tried to tie a knot at the end of the thread, you tie the knot, do your loop around, do one, then try to do a second one and line it up, and it never lines up. You do a third one, and so on and so forth. It gets frustrating. Major time waster if you're sewing at home. So I'll go through it with you here real quick. What we do is we thread our needle. So we've got the eye of the needle threaded. Tailors, when we sew, we do not do a knot up here. All we do is hang on to the eye of the needle and the thread, and we pull it through. So you don't want anything additional pulling on the garment other than the thickness of the thread coming through the eye. So anyway, here we go. What we're going to do is we've got the eye of our needle pointing down, the tip up, we've got the thread through. Here's the short end, here's our long end. So what we want to do is we're going to grab the short end with our fingers in here so we can hang on to it. So put it in your fingers like that, turn the needle, the eye is here, the tip is out here, and then you've got this piece of thread hanging down. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the end of the thread, bring it up here where the eye of the needle is, and we're going to place it right where the eye of the needle is and take our thumb and press down on it. Let me try that again. Thread's so short. Okay, so we've got the end of the thread here on the long tail. We pull it up to the eye, and we're going to grab a hold of it with that thumb. Now we've got the end of the thread coming off this way. This is the part going through the eye of the needle, so this would be a long loop. We're going to take that loop, we're going to rotate it toward us, wrapping around the needle. The number of times we go around the needle is going to determine how big our knot is. So I'm going to go through this fabric that's a weave, and I need a big knot. So I'm going to go around this about 8 times. And I'm trying to keep my turns close because it makes it easier for what the next process is. So, okay, let's try that. Okay, once you've got those around there, you need to come up here and grab a hold of those loops, like so. Keep a hold of the end of the thread of the needle, so you've got it under your fingers. Point your needle up, and then slide those loops down. And you can let go and pull the thread part through now. It'll come back up, and then just grab hold of it again, and just keep pulling. And when you get to the end of your needle, the end of the thread loop, you will have a nice big knot. It's as easy as that. So now, I've taken some of the blind hem out of this so I can test it. So here's what we do. You can see how loose the weave is on that. So if you don't have a good sized knot, you're going to struggle with sewing it. So with our knot now, we can pull on it and it stays good and tight. So I'd probably do that one bigger because if I pull hard, I can pull that one through. But I would go around about 10 times on that one to make that knot quite a bit bigger than what it is. But for standard garment sewing, you can do a stitch that size. Got some muslin here. Put your needle through, and you've got a good, secure knot that's not going to come out. So anyway, that's a trick for you.